Hi folks, my name is Jim Graham and I'm a professor here at Cal Poly Humboldt. Over the last 5 years I've been working with some students and employees at our university to create an online map to provide you with a wide range of information on our amazing campus. You can find the map by going to gsp.humboldt.edu/map. Map will open like this and you can see it's got abbreviations for most of our buildings on campus. If you zoom in, you'll see more detailed names, like here's Music B, here's the library, theater arts, all the different halls, and down here we have natural resources where I work. Now, these labels are pretty nice when you're trying to find your way around campus, and you'll see these abbreviations used periodically. The names, of course, are used more often, but after a while they start to get in the way, and you'll learn them pretty quickly when you're on campus. So I tend to go in here and turn those off. I can also go ahead and click on buildings like natural resources here, and I can look at the first floor and see this is one of our main lecture halls. There's also other things we can do in the building. I can go over here to 217, which is my office, and generally explore the building. I can also copy a link to my office and say I want to meet somebody there. I can go ahead and send them a link to that, and then they can put that in a browser and the map will zoom right to where that room is. Okay, then we can also zoom out. And over here you're going to have the layer list that has all the different layers of information that are available. This includes like transportation, which links us up with the rest of town through bus routes. There's the gold one. Bus stops around campus and town. Okay, bicycle maintenance, bike share, zip cars, vehicle charging. There's accessibility routes. These are for folks who may use mobility equipment to get around campus. So accessible parking, accessible shuttle stops, accessible pathways, and curb ramps where we go from the sidewalk down to crosswalks. And you probably already noticed that these are symbolized. If they're blue, then they're fully within the ADA criteria. Up here, there's this question mark. That'll get you to help. And here we can go to a general accessibility help page that shows just that. The blue is within the ADA criteria or should be accessible to just about anybody. Yellow is not completely within the ADA criteria, but probably accessible. So an example might be that a sidewalk is supposed to be 5% or less under the ADA criteria in its running slope. Most people, though, can manage 5 or 6%, so that might be yellow. As you get up to 8 or 9, that's going to be orange, because it may not be accessible to folks. And then over 10 is going to be red with dots, because that's probably not accessible to most folks who use mobility equipment. White's going to be that it hasn't been surveyed yet. We have students out surveying campus, so they're still finishing up the surveying. Let us know if you have any questions about that. You can also click on any of the features and see additional information. So like here up by the library, we have some very nice parking, flat, nice access. Here, this one, not as good. The sign's not correct, but that may not really matter to some folks. So the photographs are good to be able to evaluate, okay, is it accessible to me or not? You can really check that out. You'll also see there are pathways that go right through buildings. This is lower campus down here, and then there's a pretty big slope, but you can get to upper campus by going, I'm going to turn on the elevators here so you can see the elevators in action, by going up here into Science C, then over to Science B, go up to the 3rd floor in the elevator, and then you can go across the sky bridge into Science A, go up to the 4th floor, and you can get out up here. So that's one of the ways you can get up this slope and get around campus without using the shuttle. You can always use the shuttle if you want to. We have a great ADA shuttle around campus. This will show where the doors are. Automatic is for A, and D is for manual doors. And then we also have the bathrooms here. And similarly with the bathrooms, there are some great bathrooms on campus, and you can use the photographs to see what the inside of the bathrooms look like. And then there's ones that are different levels of meeting the ADA criteria. There's also a search feature here, like you can say NR217, my office, hit submit, and then zoom to the building, or go right to where my office is. There's also help here to help you learn to navigate the map. And then there's information on the creation of the map. One of the features we're really excited about is our Find the Best Route feature. Before I do this, I'm going to turn off the bathrooms here because I'm going to show you how to access them through this page. And this panel is really set up for folks who are using mobility equipment, but anyone could use it to find the best route around campus. Like here, if I'm going to from Harry Griffin Hall to the College Creek Community Center, I can just click Find Route, and it's going to find a route that is the shortest one from here to here. Similarly, if I wanted to go up to Art A, find a route, and it's going to take us up B Street. Now this B Street gets pretty steep in spots. It's I think over 10% or close to it. So if we're using a wheelchair, that's not going to be the best route. We hit Find Route, and it's going to show up. Go ahead and grab the shuttle here at shuttle stop, and then you can get off the shuttle here and be up at Art A. And this will work around campus. You can also click Find Map, and it will find all the routes that are available to you on campus. And as I mentioned, down here we've got the restrooms, because we're going to eventually integrate that into the network software here, the Find a Best Route, to be able to find a route to a restroom as well. So that's the map. Oh, I missed background layers. So you can also change the background layers, including looking at the topography on campus. You can see that this is the lowest area and very flat area, and then it goes uphill a little bit here, and then it's pretty steep up to Founders Hall, which is a flat area up on the top of this hill. Beautiful view of the bay from here. Here's our athletics fields and athletic buildings. They're also fairly flat back here, but if we look at the slope, there's some pretty steep slopes to come up these hills. So just something you want to be aware of. I tend to use the Arcata aerial photography almost all the time because it's 3-inch aerial photography and can really show you a lot of detail of where features are on campus. And that's it. Really appreciate testing the map, and please contact me if you have any questions or find defects, and have a great day.